Welcome everyone to today's webinar on From Drafting to Renewal How AI Optimizes Contract Workflow. Thank you for joining us today for this session. I am Kareena and joining me today are Sanjeev and Mohammed Anas. Together we represent the team at Beveron Technologies. We are excited to explore how AI powered contract management is optimizing every stage of the contract lifecycle from drafting and negotiation to approval, execution, and renewal, enabling legal teams to work faster, smarter, and with greater compliance. We are also honored to have our CEO, Brijesh Chedayan, with us today. Mr. Brijesh is a legal tech entrepreneur based in Dubai with over 25 years of expertise in emerging technologies. He is an authority in legal technology consulting with extensive knowledge of technology trends and the practical application in the legal domain. We have planned this session to last approximately 20 to 25 minutes. We appreciate your support and cooperation during this time. Please kindly remain muted throughout the session to ensure a smooth experience for everyone. Before we get started, let me quickly walk you through our agenda for today so you know what to expect. We'll begin with an overview of the current contract management landscape, what organizations are dealing with, and why the process has become so demanding. From there, we'll look at the main challenges that come with traditional workflows and why these methods no longer meet today's needs. Then I'll introduce you to Beveron Smart Legal Contract platform and walk you through its key features. We'll also explore how the system works step by step from drafting all the way to renewal. After that, I'll share a real case study so you can see the practical impact AI is having in real organizations. And finally, we'll wrap up with the key takeaways and how you can move forward if you are interested in optimizing your contract workflow. So that's our roadmap, simple, clear, and focused on helping you understand how AI can completely transform contract management. In this session, we are going to explore how AI is transforming the entire contract workflow from the moment a contract is drafted all the way to its renewal. Today, almost every organization deals with a huge number of contracts, and managing them manually has become extremely time consuming and error prone. What I am going to share with you is how AI is stepping in to simplify this process, improve accuracy, reduce delays, and make teams more efficient. We'll walk through the challenges teams face with traditional methods, look at how modern AI powered solutions like Beveron Smart Legal Contract address those gaps, and finally understand the measurable impact organizations are seeing after adopting AI. So let's begin by taking a quick look at the current contract management landscape and why this shift towards AI has become so important. Now, before we dive into AI, let's take a moment to understand what contract management looks like in most organizations today. Contracts are truly at the center of business operations. They guide partnerships, sales, purchases, and every major commitment a company makes. But managing them has become increasingly complex. Many teams deal with hundreds or even thousands of agreements, each with different terms, deadlines, and obligations. And the challenge is that a lot of these processes are still handled manually. This leads to delays, higher chances of errors, and missed opportunities simply because teams are overwhelmed with repetitive work. Legal and procurement teams often spend more time searching for information, fixing version issues, or tracking deadlines that they do on strategic decision making. And this is exactly where AI is starting to make a real difference. It's helping teams to work faster, more accurately, and with much better visibility across the entire contract lifecycle. So, with this context in mind, let's look at the specific challenges that traditional workflows create. Now that we have seen the overall landscape, let's talk about the specific challenges that come with the traditional contract workflows. One of the biggest issues is volume overload. Organizations deal with contracts that look different formats, different structures, and different clauses. This makes it really hard to standardize and even harder to review quickly. Then we have the lengthy cycles. Drafting, reviewing, and getting approvals can take weeks, sometimes even months. And when a deal is time sensitive, these delays can slow down the entire business. There is also the risk side with so much text and complex legal language. It's easy to miss compliance requirements or obligations. Even a small oversight can have financial or legal consequences. And finally, tracking contracts manually is a major challenge. Renewals, amendments, key dates, when these aren't monitored properly, organizations end up with auto renewals. They didn't intend or missed chances to negotiate better terms. These challenges are exactly why many teams feel overwhelmed and why organizations are looking for smarter, more automated ways to manage their contracts. And with that, we have covered the challenges in traditional contract workflows. To take us deeper into the next section, traditional methods, why they fall short, I would like to hand it over to Mohammed Anas. He will walk you through why these older approaches can't keep up with today's businesses demands and what organizations are missing as a result. Thank you. Over to you, Anas.
Hello everyone, I'm Mohammed Anas and I will be taking you through the next topic, traditional methods and why they fall short. Building on the challenges we discussed, let us look at the closer look why traditional methods simply can't keep up with today's contracting demands. First of all, most teams still rely heavily on manual processes such as email, shared folders, spreadsheets, and individual desktops. Because everything is scattered, it creates a bottleneck and slows down even the simplest task. Another major issue is limited visibility. Leaders often do not have a clear picture of where the contract stands, what risks exist, or even which obligations are coming up. This is a lack of transparency, which makes it difficult to make informed decisions or identify problems early. Then we have slow turnaround times. When approvals move to multiple people manually, delay become most unavoidable. And in the fast moving industries, these delays can cause real business opportunities. And finally, the administrative burden is huge. Legal and contract teams spend so much time on repetitive work, like formatting, checking clauses, or chasing updates, that they get pulled away from the strategic task that where their expertise is truly needed. All of this makes one thing clear: traditional methods are no longer sustainable. Organizations need a smarter, more efficient way to manage the entire life cycle, and that is where AI powered solutions come in. Now that we have seen why traditional methods fall short, let us look at the smarter solution, Beveron Smart Legal Contract. This is a platform which is designed specifically to streamline the entire contract lifecycle, and what it makes powerful is that it is AI driven, meaning it does not automate tasks, it intelligently analyzes clauses, understand context and helps team to make faster, better decisions. One of the biggest advantage is that it integrates seamlessly with the tools companies already use. So instead of having a contract data scattered across emails or multiple systems, everything is brought into a single centralized platform, which gives the team the reliable source of truth and eliminates a lot of confusion. With Beveron's Smart Legal Contract, organization experience accuracy, stronger compliance, and much faster turnaround times. It also helps legal and procurement teams shift from manual, repetitive work to a more strategic, high value activities. In short, it is not just a tool, it is a complete upgrade to how contracts are managed, from very first draft to all the way through renewal. Now let us look at some of the key features that makes Beveron's Smart Legal Contract such a powerful solution. The first one is natural language processing. This is what allows the system to actually understand the legal language. It analyzes clauses, identifies potential risk, and even suggests improvements, almost like having an extra pair of expert eyes reviewing each and every contract. Next, we have automated risk management. Instead of manually checking for compliance, the system automatically scans the contract against your company's policies, regulatory requirements, and playbooks. And what used to take hours can now be done in seconds. Another important feature is dynamic playbooks. These help to ensure consistency across your organizations. They guide negotiations, define approval rules, and make sure that everyone follows the same standards while still allowing flexibility when needed. And then finally, we have real time intelligence. It gives you complete visibility. You can monitor contract status, track renewals, and access detailed analytics that show trends and performance. This kind of insight helps team plan better and avoid costly mistakes. Together, these features can completely transform how organizations manage contracts, making the entire process faster, more accurate, and far more strategic. And that is and that brings us to a clear understanding of the platform and its key features. To walk you through the next part, how Beveron works from draft to renewal, I would like to hand over to Sanjeev. He will explain how the entire process and flows step by step and how each stage becomes more efficient with AI. Thank you. Over to you, Sanjeev.
Thank you, Anas. Hello, everyone. I'm Sanjeev, and I'll be taking you through the topic how Beveron works from draft to renewal. Now that we have looked at the key features, let's walk through the how Beveron Smart Legal Contract actually work across the entire contract lifecycle. It starts with AI-assisted drafting. Instead of building every contract from scratch, the system uses intelligent templates that automatically fill in standard clauses and adjust the base on the specific of the deal. This is not only speeds up the drafting, but also ensures consistency across the organization. Once the draft is ready, it moves into the AI power review. Here, the system highlights any risk, non-standard terms, or compliance issues. It also suggests precise edit based on your company's playbooks and past negotiation patterns, which helps the team make decisions much faster. Then comes the workflow-driven approvals. Contracts are automatically routed to the right stakeholders depending on the risk level, contract value, or other criteria. This completely removes delays caused by the manual follow-ups and ensures every contract moves smoothly to the approval chain. And finally, there is a continuous monitoring. Beveron keeps track of important dates, renewal deadlines, and obligations, setting alerts before anything is missed. Plus, the analytics dashboard gives the teams a clear view of contract performance so they can keep improving their strategy over the time. So from the very first draft to the final renewal, the entire journey becomes more efficient, accurate, and predictable. Let's look at the real example of how AI-driven contract management can make a measurable difference. Before implementing the solution, this organization was struggling with extremely slow contract reviews. The legal team spent weeks going through the documents, and errors were common because everything was done manually. Deadlines were missed, and terms were not always enforced consistently, so the impact was felt across the multiple departments. After deploying AI-powered platform, the transformation was immediate. Review times dropped by almost 60% and compliance accuracy improved by around 40%. What's impressive is that they saw a full return of investment within the very first quarter. And what happened next was even more interesting. With all routine tasks automated, the legal team could finally focus on higher value work, things like negotiation strategy, risk planning, supporting, and business growth. Business units also experience faster turnaround times, which helps them to close deals and respond to the partners much more quickly. This case study really highlights the power of AI contract management, fast results, reduced risk, and long-term operational movement. As we wrap up, there are a few key points I would like to take away from this session. First, AI in contract management is no longer a future concept. It is already here, and it's proving to be extremely practical. Organizations of all sizes are using it to simplify processes that were once slow and complicated. Second, the impact is measurable. Faster review cycles, better compliance, reduced risk, and real cost savings. These aren't just theoretical benefits. They are happening in real world. Implementation, just like the case study we saw. Third, adopting AI allows legal and procurement teams to shift their focus from manual tasks to strategic work. Instead of spending hours on repetitive admin, teams can concentrate on guiding the business, improving negotiations, and making smarter decisions. And finally, the best way to get started is to start a small and scale. Many organizations begin with a pilot to test the platform, showcase results, and then expand across all departments. So overall, AI is just not improving the contract workflow. It is giving organizations competitive advantage and helping them work faster, smarter, with much more confidence. As we come to the end of our session, I would like to leave you with one final thought. Contract management doesn't have to be slow, complicated, or risky anymore. With AI, organizations now have the opportunity to truly transform the way they work. If you are exploring the ways to modernize the contract processes, this is the right time to take the next step. Start by understanding where AI can create a biggest impact in your organization, whether it's drafting, review, approvals, or renewals. Beveron Smart Legal Contract platform gives you a practical way of experiencing this transformation. You can begin with this personalized demo or even small pilot project tailored to your workflow. It is a simple and low-risk way to see how AI can streamline your operations and deliver faster results. The future of contract management is already here, and the organizations that adopt these tools early are the ones who will move faster, reduce risk, and gain clear competitive advantage. Thank you for your time today, and I hope this session helps you to take the next step towards smarter, AI-driven contract management. We appreciate your participation today. Now it's time for your feedback. You may kindly fill the feedback form sent you in the comment box. Please feel free to visit our website for more details or resources on smart legal contract software.
Thank you for joining us today for our webinar From Drafting to Renewal, How AI Optimizes Contract Workflow. We hope you found the insights valuable and inspiring. We appreciate your time and participation. We look forward to your participation in our future webinars. Please remember to fill out the feedback form as it will help us to provide more informative topics in the future. Thank you all once again.